So what actually is Talkie.ai? We'll be diving into the details today. At its core, it's an AI medical receptionist, and it's trained specifically for medical practices. Some of the other solutions in this space are more universal, so you might find an AI agent company that also mans a hotel front desk, or maybe they're doing customer support for an e-commerce shop. We don't do that. We focus only on the medical space because we feel like there's so much depth here that to really, truly create a service that works, we need to just have this full focus on this space. What the AI front desk agent does, what Talkie does, is it answers, handles, routes, and documents, which is a pretty important part of it. It also documents the patient inquiries, and it's available 24/7. We also do what's called multi-channel communication. So you can talk with Talkie via voice or via phone, and that's why you mentioned this problem of the ever ringing phone. But we also do text, we also do web chat, and we have this forms functionality that we will talk to you about later in the presentation that, for example, handles when a new patient calls your practice, they can get sent a form to more conveniently provide their information. The key thing for this webinar in particular is that we're deeply integrated with athenaOne, so that if Talkie does something, schedules an appointment, cancels an appointment, or maybe there's a prescription refill request that comes in, it will show up directly in your athenaOne system, the system that you already use every day. And I'm going to tell you here that Talkie is only integrated with 4 EMR systems. And that's for a very good reason, because every EMR that we work with, we want to be deeply and directly integrated with. We believe less is more in this space, and we want to be best in class in terms of the comprehensiveness of the integration. When it comes to interacting with Talkie, if you've ever used ChatGPT Voice or Gemini Voice or any of the other modern LLM solutions, it's similar to what it feels like to talk with Talkie. It's a flexible, human-like conversation. It understands context, it understands nuance, and there's much less, compared to the older generations of voice bots, there's much less repeating yourself, answering like individual questions line by line. It feels much more natural and fluid. A great feature of Talkie is also that we're multilingual. So a lot of the practices that we talk with don't have just a strictly English-speaking population, right? Even though it's in the US, you might have a Spanish-speaking population, a Russian-speaking population, or even Korean-speaking population. We handle that as well. And Talkie is multilingual. We support a variety of languages. And also for each client that we worked with, we do look at the conversations, the way they go, even if they're in a foreign language, and we try to tune them so that they all flow smoothly. So that's what we do, and that's one of our differentiating factors, is that we work closely with the practices that we work with. We plug into your rules. We don't force our workflow on you. We follow your workflow, and we implement that within the Talkie platform so that the agent follows your rules. In short, we aspire to be, we strive to be, and we are, for many practices, the front desk's new best friend. And that's a really important point to make here, is that we're not trying to replace the front desk. We're trying to complement what's already happening, take the burden of repetitive work and some of the more complex work, as well as you'll see on our demos, take the burden off the front desk and put it in the hands of AI to make patient access better for everyone.